The Red Sea was introduced to me in 1958 by my cousin John Balabanyan, Dr. Johnny. And I fell in love with that place. I love every grain of sand, every tree, every drop of water in the Red Sea and the River Nile. Every street corner of Egypt is me. There we go. This is my friend Hrant Gabayan's car, company car, which we're going to Wadi Dome. Wadi Dome because Wadi means valley and Dome is the tree that grows there, the fruit tree called Dome. So we used to go, as soon as I discovered the Red Sea, I started going there every month. Almost the weekends of holidays like Ramadan, Sham Nassim, Revolution Day, Independence Day, you want to call it. And every time we used to go the same place and camp there. The sky is always blue, the water is always turquoise color. This is the Wadi Dome, by the way. And this is Hrant and his German friend Heinz from Germany, a tourist. If you notice, at the Red Sea, there are no signs, no advertisements, nothing, no McDonald's, no KFC, no right turn, no left turn, no toilets, no shops, no water. So we used to have to bring everything with us. Now this group of people came to meet us one weekend from Alexandria, and they just arrived. I've been there with my friends for about 3 or 4 days. That's why we are a bit darker than the newcomers. The Red Sea in summer it's unbearably hot, but in winter it is about 35 degrees in the shade and maybe 10 degrees in the morning, Celsius that is. The water is always warm, about 22, 23 degrees, and the corals are very near the shore. You don't have to go very far. We used to snorkel. There was a group of people who used to come also from Cairo, the Papazians, very rich Armenian people who owns a record shop and a music shop. They used to sell pianos and musical instruments and things. When they came to the Red Sea to camp, they used to bring a trailer plus a water tank, like a petrol tank, full of water, to have showers and a cutlery, cook, butler, the whole works. Now, this is them, their family, which they used to invite us to have barbecue with them. They used to set a huge table, and there we go. Beer, wine, fish, salad, mayonnaise, you name it. Now somebody told us that there was a river at the back of those hills. So we started going. As you can see, we are wearing, some of us is wearing jumpers because it's quite cold in the morning. As I said, 10 degrees. And we found a lot of vegetation, but the water was only a trickle, a small river. And that some people said it reminds them of the Grand Canyon. Now, we brought a lot of friends with us to the Red Sea. Another tourist couple who had a monkey with them. You will see next. This is where we're still looking for that water, a river, but we didn't find it. Only small stream of water, very green, but it's you can't drink it. You will see a little monkey at the back now. There it is, you see. These couple are also German tourists. He was a photographer on an assignment in Cairo, and we had a fantastic time. As you can see, we throw the rubbish everywhere, and then we collect them and put them in. We dig a hole and we put all the rubbish in there. That view is from the top of the hill. There was a hill next to us which is 800 meters high, and there I used to take the scenery. This is a group, a television ballet group called Ferret Reda, the Reda group, and we are looking at them, and I'm taking some video. They were here to take some photos for a journal or magazine for advertisement purposes. And as you can see, the water is very, very clear. The visibility is about 120 feet or 40 meters. It is incredible, yes, because the Red Sea is the only sea in the world that no rivers flow into it. Now, back on top of that hill, I climbed there several times, and I knew what not to do. And I told my friend Sarkis Ikizian that when he climbs, to wear long jeans and runners, because the climbing down is not what you think it is. And this is the view from the top of the hill. Opposite, you will see the Sinai Peninsula and a lot of plateaus here. You can see some of the coral reefs from here, and at that very moment we wanted to show how steep the hill was by throwing this boulder down, and there it goes. You see, it's very steep. You when you climb, you take 3 steps up and you come down 2 steps down. It's so steep. As I said before, only 800 meters high. Now, my friend Sarkis, finally, he made it, wearing only his bathers and thongs, and he had a surprise on the way down. This scene is looking southerly, south way. We are looking to the south, and there's one highway that goes from the Suez Canal from the city of Suez to the Sudan, and as I said before, that's the Sinai Peninsula. Before 1950s, 58, it was a military zone. We used to have to get a special permit to visit those places, but after 1960 it was free for everybody to go, and that's when they started building little holiday houses and things like that. But further north, near Suez, it was called Ain Sokhna. From here, all the trees you see here is the valley of the Dome, Wadi Dome. There is nothing else growing. Everything is desert and highway, and that's all. But you fall in love with a place like this. Now here I am showing up a bit, showing off, and I'm saying that there are corals there and sharks, but I've never seen a shark, and I've never killed one. This was Again, as I said, all these videos are between 58 and 64. Now that's Sarkis climbing down or sitting down hill. And look at his expression on the face, because he wouldn't listen to me. Anyhow, after that, we used to catch fish in the sea, and at night time, especially on a full moon night, we used to have open fire, and we cooked the fish, and we used to eat it. The wood, we used to find the wood on the driftwood, it was, which we used to get and burn it all night, all day, like this one here. The fish we used to eat by hand, and it used to taste beautiful. As I said, we had to bring everything with us because there are no shops around to go and buy something if you run out of salt or butter or something like that. Even the heaviest thing to carry was water for 3 or 4 days. Now, in the morning, naturally, we used to have a fantastic breakfast, cooking on that fire which we had previous night. And in this occasion, my mother was there with us, and Sarkis taking photographs. Hrant Gabeyan also preparing the table, and I was putting more wood on the fire, campfire you can call it, and then we were preparing to go for a snorkeling session. You see, when I first snorkeled, I was in another world when I saw those beautiful coral fish, and I decided to make an underwater housing for the camera. It wasn't a video camera, it is a standard 8 old-fashioned camera, and we succeeded making it with my friend Nubar Kerop, and we made it. And later you will see, after breakfast, we are going to go and snorkel and video or film underwater. It's hot. This is a German tent actually. The dinghy Nubar is carrying is a homemade dinghy with the tubes of car tires and tent material, and we decided to snorkel there and look at the corals and make the film underwater. This is a huge clam, not as big as in the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, but still quite beautiful. But over then we didn't know the value of preservation and environment, so we just used to go and pull them out and cut them open. The German tourists used to eat the flesh of the clam, and they used to use it as a decoration or ashtrays at home, unfortunately. Now this is the environment again, and we're getting ready to put the flippers, mask, and to protect yourself. The knife is to stick it on the ground when the current is very strong, so it holds you there. The knife is not to protect yourself. It's decorative, actually. It doesn't do anything except hang there. As you know, to clear the mask, you have to spit in it first, so it stops the fog. I've been doing this snorkeling from 1960 until today, almost 2004. For 40 years I still snorkel, at the least occasion that I have, any occasion, especially in Indonesia. And